Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's get this guy going. Let's get something underneath here. Got so many different layers, so many layers that we can add into here. I don't even know. Kind of just like threw together a whole bunch of different things. Hey Flop, how's it going, dude? How are you? I am good. I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying to figure out like what of all of these layers I want to start working on, because I've got a lot going on here, so I can just kind of show basically what I've got started. So I did render out a bunch of things last night. Middle of the week, waiting for the weekend. I know, I get it. I've been touching grass, touching snow today, so I started late. Hanging out with Monty in the great, wide, cold unknown. Yeah, so we've got... Wait, is this not showing up here? Okay, there we go. So I've got a bunch of different things that I've got going on here. We're gonna be doing... So this is like the base one that I have, right? That I rendered out with just like the poly paint and the basic lights. Is he enjoying running and playing in the snow? Oh yeah, he loves it. And he got new boots as well. We got new boots for him. He's gotta get, like, I have to cut his nails again just to make sure that they're short enough, but the boots go on nice. They don't cut his circulation off like the other ones, which is good. But I think that's like gonna be for like the really, really cold days. But yeah, these are like the different things that I just like rendered out really quick. Just like a bunch of, it's honestly just mostly different colors to fuck around with. Because I'm not 100% sure what it is that I want to go with right now. So that's why when I'm really indecisive, I kind of do this. I just throw a bunch of like pretty basic things in Keyshot out, and then I start to layer them on top of each other, right? So I'm actually quite fond of this. Like I created a sort of a gradient type of a material, and I just threw that on. So I'll probably layer that around and play with some different effects as well. It's very much like an experimental thing. You're gonna see, like, my process does not have any specific rhyme or reason when I'm doing illustration just for me, because I like to just explore colors and see what kind of a vibe I want to get out of things. So this might take a couple of directions. It's just the way that it is. Yo, what's up, Great White Girth? You name yourself that, dude. Gradiating is the way. Yes, gradients all the way. You could like create an entire thing with just gradients. So I'm just gonna, I guess, just start dropping things down, playing around with that. But also, there's also, let's see here. There was that, like, we're going off of the template, right? Like the Photoshop template of like this thing from when we did the sculpt off. So I think I'm gonna keep that same ratio right here just to ensure that all of this like fits within this nicely, I guess you can say. So let's see, what do I want to do here? I guess I could just like create it and then that would be fine. Let me just like check the actual ratio. Whoops. Not that. Here. I'm not sure if this actually has like a very specific. That's like, it's not quite 1:1, right? Not gonna be that for sure. 4:5 maybe? Yeah, it's like 4:5 with like a little gradient at the bottom. Not quite. So we can just do something like that. Alright. So 4:5. Yeah, 4:5 will definitely fit. If anything, it's actually a little smaller and then we can fit it down lower. Okay. So if we have on the outside, that'll be fine because we can squish it down as well. Just to make sure though, I'm just gonna do this. Because I'm not gonna use this card. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to probably make like my own thing. Right. Like my own card idea. This is looking like it really needs to, damn, I had it ratioed out too. That's frustrating. Oh well. Okay. Get rid of that. I'll just expand up here. Okay, before we do any of that though, yeah, we're gonna do the base. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hit with the base, that's fine. Let's do some levels really quick. Create a flipping mask. Where's my preview? There's my nav. Nice. I usually do like all of my adjustments on my second monitor because the Cintiq is like good as it is. Usually I can't tell the exact like, yeah, that helps a lot. Can't tell the exact color changes. Make it pop a lot more. We can just give this a quick sharpen. Hey Feels, how's it going? How are you? Drop on some of these things, start playing with it. This is again like I start fucking around with things, kind of see if I like any kind of vibe in particular, and then start playing with it like that. Oh yeah. Yep. I'll probably use. Ooh yes, bitchin'. Okay, there. So we can actually use both of these. So I'll do a duplicate here. Hit this with a divide as well, but maybe the divide underneath that, right? Yes, bitchin'. Okay. Doing retop? Yeah, well, not retop here. So we're doing some just some basic like painting stuff. Okay. But yeah, I'm doing good otherwise, like just vibing. I want to figure out if I want to hit the entire thing. So I'm going to disable this. Let's see. Like that looks kind of sick, right? I kind of like that feeling. So maybe I'll like let's go this one. I'm gonna pull back some of this. We don't want it to like blow out. Chief designer, God, no. No, they have not. They try to make you their chief designer? It's too much done. Actually not even sure if that's... Like, I like the color changes, but... a little bit much back here. I think I need to... make this a lot darker. Pops out. They tried to, but they crashed and it corrupted the email. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they tried and Adobe was like, you ran out of memory. You ran out of space. The email was too powerful. Okay, I'm gonna try this a different way. Boop boop. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna rasterize these. I'm gonna merge this down. Did not work. Oh, doesn't want to. Alright, better idea. Group it. The mask on this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we can pull back areas for both of that. This one right here. Definitely want all of this to be... By the way, there's like no masks for this one either because there wasn't any like material variation. So I'm just like actually gonna be painting. Ba, ba, ba. Mr. Teeth is... Honestly, I feel like this might actually be like a super boring stream. Just because I'm gonna do a lot of like back and forth. I'll just be like probably deleting stuff and trying again and deleting stuff and trying again. Rari. I always find it funny when they say Rari, like Ferrari, in songs. The Rari. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to create a bit of like variation between each one of the heads, like pushing them away from each other with color. But allowing like the natural light to do that. Down here it needs to be darker. I'll probably put on, I think, another layer just for pushing it back into the dark. Into the darkness. Hey Benjo, thank you. Appreciate you. The HYDRA. Screaming and running around. I mean, I could. I could scream, I could run around. Like, last night, I had the unfortunate displeasure of learning what the kids are into on Roblox right now. It's like stealing, it's like this game where you steal brain rots. I don't know if you guys have seen. It's so dumb, dude. Like, when I was listening to somebody playing that, I thought I was having a stroke. Like, what they were saying was just... It's way worse than something like Skibbity, dude. Skibbity, I could understand, I could comprehend, but this is, like, reached new levels of rot that I'm not sure. I don't think the kids are okay. I don't think the kids are okay, dude. I'm not sure they're okay. Flop, you seen it? It's, something. Why though? Why aren't the kids okay? Or like, why did I watch that? Why did I watch it? Hey man, I just want to know. I want to know what everybody's up to, you know? I like knowing what everybody's up to. And I wish that I didn't know what everybody was up to. Like one of the things was like this, they had to get like god tier brain rots. They have to steal brain rots from the other people's bases. Gotta steal the god tier brain rot, and it's just like something called like cactus ding ding skip nugget or something. And like, I'm not even joking with these names, like it's literally like that. Everything is named like that. You have to the worst part about it is that you could just like pay real money to actually like win. I'm studying the evolution of language. Yeah. Speaking of brain rot, yeah, you are. Hey, you correct it. You know the difference at least. No, I agree, Reaper. I feel like Roblox needs to be checked because of the there's got to be like something like money laundering or something going on with that, because I'm not saying this as like, you know, out of the loop or anything. Like, quite literally, the fact that kids have unfettered access to like all of this stuff, and a lot of these games are like pay to win, it just seems really, that seems really cooked, you know? Like, it's like formatted in like mobile games, and the same kind of like idea where you do rebirths and stuff makes a certain amount of money for a certain amount of time, and you gotta like keep it going, keep the ball going. It's the same addictive cycle, and it's just, kids aren't on their phones, they're on Roblox spending money in Robux to win the brain rot meme game. Italian brain rot, I don't know. Hey Pat, welcome. I promise we don't always talk about Robux. Appreciate your follow. Okay, I'm gonna throw this one in here. Hell yeah. This is sick, right? This one's pretty sick. If I just hit it with a... to like lower... Yeah. And then we'll pull through. Do over. I'm gonna name this one Dark. Wait. Ah. The Wild West on Roblox, there's so many things. It's a lot. It's a lot, dude. It's wild over there. But if I like turn that off though. I feel like with all of the layers I'm gonna be like spamming on here, we're gonna get Photoshop to start screaming eventually. It's gonna happen. Just FYI. Hey Andre, how's it going? He just gets better, man. He's getting there. Like, part of me is like, oh yeah, I like it when it's dark, but I'm also kind of like privy to it being like pretty, like a lighter... I'm gonna do quite a gradient, I think, of this guy. Pass through. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Like, I want this to show. Maybe not this one, though. There's a breakthrough in real-time simulation tech, gonna be a literal game changer. There was a breakthrough in real-time sim tech? Do you mean with like the cloth stuff? I saw the cloth stuff a little while back. you can beat them to steal it is the whole concept of the game. Yeah, I know. I know, it's toxic as hell. I could just, like, okay, the first time I was introduced to that Roblox game that the kids are playing, I think it was like a couple weeks back, because it was just like kids having meltdowns when their pee pee poo poo nut nugget was stolen. Like, I'm not even joking about these names, by the way, okay? They had that stolen from their base and they started screaming because apparently they spent money to get it. And yeah, the meltdowns, man. I don't know. That's crazy. Of course I already... Hey man, I'm on top of these things! I'm on top of it! I mean, it does look really cool though, the sim tech. But also, like, I don't know, like the way everything is going right now, I'm not so sure that the future of, like, maybe games, yeah, but for a while anyways, but I don't know about movies that they will in large part be using, unless it's for very stylized things, that they will be using fully fleshed out 3D models anymore. I find the pipeline, unfortunately, because of the use of AI and Final Frame AI usage within the next like couple of years, will be good enough to take base like skeletal rigs of things, it could be even like stick figures, and have a sort of baseline consistency that you just put one time and then it's able to generate certain frames. And I feel like for live action film, that's sort of gonna be the pipeline, unfortunately. So I'm not I'm taking like my own stances. I don't want to use that shit. I don't like it, and I'm probably not going to be going that direction. So I like doing illustration. I like fucking around and experimenting in my own world. And I like tech. It's just I don't like what it stands for when it like replaces a whole bunch of people, you know? Like, because when you're taking people out of the art, it just becomes like, what? You're like, what is that? Just content. And if you want to just like consume content, then you can't really like go and judge the kids that are playing pee pee boo boo stealing simulator on Roblox. You know? So when it comes to like being excited about like the sim tech and stuff, I can only do that. I can only be so excited. Like when I was younger, I got like really excited about things, but now it's just, I kind of see the bigger implications of different tech advancements. And it doesn't really like get me going the same way as when I was younger. Like, as a consumer, I can understand it being like super exciting because you're like, oh fuck yeah, I get to like simulate my own like waifu world with all the fabrics, and I get to stay inside of like, I could be in the Matrix, bro. Like, yeah, I get it. But as a creator, I'm just kind of whatever. Because for me, the art is not about efficiency, right? It's about, like, as you can see here, I'm fucking around with things. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about different color schemes and stuff. I'm not like, oh yeah, I have this direct way of doing things every single time. It has to be efficient. I have to, like, you know, streamline my process because I'm just doing this for me. The British man scaring someone with a sign that says technology. No. I didn't, but I kinda love that. I gotta TM that. No, I feel like that's gonna... Waifu World is gonna be a thing, dude. Waifu World is gonna be the first thing. Nintendo can't demand it if you didn't say HYDRA. Oh, yeah, no, this is not their Pokemon. Hydra's existed before Pokemon. Trying to enjoy it, having fun sculpting? Disgusting, I know, how dare I? I'm so disgusting. Having fun, like, just trying to figure it out as I go? Disgusting. Not efficient? Not making money? Disgusting. Basically, what I've gathered as I've grown is I noticed that tech advancements, for the most part, are framed as something that will help people, but really it's usually just for the sake of efficiency and doing things and making money faster. If there's no money involved, then there's no incentive to create something that will actually make people's lives better, right? That's why you haven't seen like a ton of advancements in like a whole ton of advancements in accessibility things, because we do have a lot of tech for that. Like, why not? Where's more of that? Because they make this tech, it ends up being super expensive. A lot of people won't be able to afford that. I mean, even just like a wheelchair, right? If you want to talk about like technology as a whole, you have to kind of talk about it like from all sectors. And you can see the trend everywhere. It just follows money. Every single time it just follows money. What makes the most profit? And if not profit, how can we like get as much money out of investors up front with a promise? But by the way, I'm like going back and forth like this right now because I'm trying to check the like how much it stands out, like the contrast. Sorry. The capitalism word. Oh, filthy. Hey Gil, what's up? When you do fur, it's a patience affair? Yes, it is. It is a patience affair. I return, the first thing I hear is their pee pee poo poo got stolen. What is the Roblox game called where you're stealing the brain rots? Like I don't actually know what it's called. Do you know what it's called? But couldn't better physics make for a more alive looking environment? For sure, but the thing is, like I said, that's from as a gamer, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's super exciting, right? As a gamer, I'm really excited about that. Now, as a creator, I'm like, to a degree, excited, but also it becomes one of those things where the medium in itself, right? So if everyone had access to a button where a machine basically creates what used to be hard labor, if everybody can do that now, as a creator, do you still feel like what you were doing is special? Do you still feel like you're putting yourself in it, right? And so that's the difference. When it comes to like simulation tech, like I have a middle of the road approach to it where I'm not extremely excited about stuff anymore, but I do see its practical use in terms of like a consumer point of view, right? Like, and how people will really like that, and it's very marketable and stuff like that. But when you take yourself, that's the thing, is like, I'm not always thinking in like, oh, is this marketable, you know, is this gonna make money, is this like you know, gonna bring in eyeballs and stuff, right? Steal a brain rot, that's literally what it's called. Okay, all right, sick, now I know. Thanks, Dior. I think you're special. Everyone's special. But then again, if everyone's special, then no one is. Syndrome. TM. Yeah, I understand. I understand that too, right? The difference though is the computer. So if we're talking about, so again, the simulation thing, that's not what I'm like. I think that's cool. I think, like, you know, when art and technology, art and math specifically, can intersect, that's a really cool thing. And I think that that does drive forward a lot of, you know, bigger possibilities for creative endeavors in terms of games, etc. However, when it comes to talking about something like AI, and generative AI specifically, not all AI, generative AI, it is a different story than the introduction of the computer. It is a different story than the introduction of of photography versus the painter. It's a much different story because of the scale at which it's implemented. Like, literally everyone can just click a button, except they're not putting themselves into it. So instead of it being a descriptor, like the art as a descriptor of somebody's creation, right? So if I'm doing this right here, you can see me doing it. I am actively taking the tool, which is Photoshop, and deciding where the brush strokes go, deciding all of these things. I'm putting myself into that, and I have all of these decisions to make. The less decisions you have in the art piece, the less human it is, the less of a deliberate form of expression it is. And that, you know, that's where you have to kind of take the two sides, right? Like, there is artwork and then there's content. To determine which is which, it's sort of a gray line, and I won't try to sit here and define which is which, but it is absolutely in two different camps. You can't say that you know, everything that's generative AI is artwork, because at the end of the day, it's just a algorithm making it. So if you're expanding this like definition that far, that's up to you, like, as a person. However, at the end of the day, art is a human thing. It is a sentient thing, I would rather like to say, because I believe that there are expressions that even animals do as well. So there is a sentience aspect to it too. But to express yourself through what you're doing, I think, is important. And so the less of that there is through the entire process makes it a completely different story, right? So if I have generative AI, like, let's say I didn't want to come up with the concept for this, so I clicked a button. Okay, the concept part is gone. So my entire thought process for conceptualizing this is out the window. That's an entire part of my experience and my purpose of why I'm doing what I'm doing just gone. And that's less of something for somebody to connect with. So a lot of people too, you'll find that like online, you'll see people responding to things where you end up having a bunch of people being like, oh, this is really cool artwork. And then they find out that it's AI. And then all of a sudden there's this like recoil, like, oh my God, I feel wronged. That's because they feel like they're actually connecting with somebody, but the second that they find it wasn't somebody making those decisions, or most of the decisions were taken away, it feels like you were lied to. So it's like looking at a simulacrum, right? You're not looking at a person and experiencing somebody else's emotions reflected to you. You're just looking at something and experiencing your own self. And so then you're basically looking into like a mirror, right? Like it's a simulacrum. That's what it is it's just like people call it like the Socrates parrot or whatever. Just reflecting things back at you rather than you actually reaching out and feeling somebody else. So there is that aspect as well. And then on top of it, the ethics, right? It's completely different. It's like photography, when something like photography came around or the computer came around, it wasn't built on everybody else's livelihoods, experiences, etc., boiled down and stolen from them without compensation. So that's like a whole other like topic too. In terms of the ethics, I mean, that's why a lot of people are upset. And, you know, if people aren't upset about that, that's probably like their own issue with like understanding why ethics even is something to care about. I mean, I've seen arguments where people are just like, yeah, well, if your entire argument about AI is bad is because people are losing jobs, then that's not a solid argument. And I find that that's incredibly inhumane. Right. And so then it comes down to that as well. Like, are we talking on a personal level here? Are we connecting with other people? But a lot of people just don't really care about that. They seem to not care about that. So that's where this divide is happening. There's a subset of people who only see content. They see a means to an end of making money, content, go, go, go. And you have other people who genuinely want to connect with people, see the value in that, and they think that ethics are important and that people should be compensated for their hard work and their lives, and lives are important and their lived experiences, right? So, you know, so that's where I don't believe that comparing something like generative AI to the introduction of photography or the computer is a good faith argument. It's something that I find is like not like whoever's making that argument hasn't explored it enough past a how much, like, you know, how much money is it going to make, or how much easier is it going to make for everybody to make content. They're not, you know, maybe you're not exploring it in the way of like, well, what does it mean to actually make art, and what exactly past art does this technology have as an impact on the average person. So if we come outside of artwork, we start talking about like things like chatbots, etc., and people outsourcing how they think. Again, if you're outsourcing how you think, you're yourself becoming less you, right? Does that matter? Does that matter? That's up to you. I'm not going to tell anybody if it matters or not, but to me it matters, right? Save time. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying is if everything that you're talking about, like if everything that you get excited about is because it saves time, that's a separate thing. Like, I feel like we need to cut it down, cut the pizza, right? We need to cut something in half, where efficiency isn't always something that everybody needs to be excited about in regards to the creation process, art, thinking, all of these kinds of things. Like, saving time isn't the end all be all. It's just sort of like, you know, there's a bigger conversation to have about you know, society and the way that we live life, and this constant pressure to go and be more and faster, and like, is that excitement genuine or is it manufactured as well? Right? Like, do you feel excited about the technology because it's going to make you more efficient, or are you excited about the tech because it's going to actually make you more creative or help you express your creativity more? Usually it's because of speed, right? I don't think everyone's special. Here's your logic. People who do things are special because it's so much easier to not do stuff. It's so comfortable to not do anything. That sole fact of doing something and anything is a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It is easy to just not do stuff. You're so right. It's so easy. It's so easy to just not do anything. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hey Benj. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate the sub. Big big ups, dude. You actually, Steplery, you get to enjoy the my face, a foot, and some dogs. There you go. Hey Idova, thank you so much for your sub as well. Enjoy the worst emotes. You can spam that now. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Benjo, thank you so much for stopping by again. I hope you have a great evening. And again, just here for the convo. I'm not like, it was just it's just a convo, man. The sim does look cool. I just like to expand on things sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna put like a ring light on all of this, I think. This might be too much right in here. Yeah, there's like, you know, the more you talk about stuff like this, the more it gets philosophical. I can't. That word pisses me off because I can say philosophy just fine. Philosophical. Thank you. My mouth doesn't want to work with it. You ever have words where your mouth just does not like working with it? All right, let's move forward with this one. But yeah, it could get philosophical, so then I just kind of, it's like it can go on and on and on and on, right? And there is no like right or wrong at the end of the day. It's more like, my personal philosophy is like, if you're alive, it's worth it to try and fight against nihilism, because all roads I find lead to nihilism at the end of the day. It's very easy to lead, like, just go straight down arrow point blank nihilism, or like say everything's a black and white situation, like, oh yeah, if the whole world is doing this one thing, then there's no point in trying because blah blah. Like, that's nihilistic. That's very black and white. Like, if you can't have all, then you might as well not even try. I don't subscribe to that, and I think there's a lot of people who don't. And that pisses people off that are more nihilistic, because then it points out the fact that they're not trying. But at the same time, I'm like, I can also understand why you would give up trying to care. Like, I get it. Anyways, let's start getting some highlights here. We want to do it this way. That's actually kind of cool. But I kind of want everything to be... Okay, let's do a screen. I'll keep it like that, and then I'll just like invert it. What the fuck is this? Hell no. Hey Max, what's up? How goes? Yeah, we're getting into free will, if free will exists. All right. Shit, dude. Shit. Oh boy. Ain't that a topic? I guess like my stance on free will is I don't think we're ever gonna really know, in at least not in our lifetime, right? So if we're never gonna know, then take the safe route and give it a shot while you're still here, right? Assume you do until actually proven otherwise. What type of renders did I make? I just like threw down a whole bunch of like different like material passes, a lot of just different colors in general. Am I gonna 3D model this one? It is a 3D model. Yeah, like Max said. Or no, what Andre said, sorry. anatomy refs for this one, like for stuff that's abstract like this, like so this one, no, like this was just I just winged it. The chest area based on a Komodo dragon though. Lightly anyways. I'll just like keep flipping like this instead. And all of these, like, it might seem like I'm not doing very much right now, but all of these little hits right here, they all make a difference in terms of the contrast. Streaming while making the render passes? No, like if I'm rendering on stream, that would be the most unenjoyable thing for everybody. Unfortunately. The lag would be insane. Yeah, it would be so bad. It's a good chatting session. I don't know. You'd only hear me going, huh, eh. Like, Keyshot uses 100% of my CPU, so that wouldn't be a thing. So you see how much like of a like difference, that kind of thing? Like I'm just kind of noodling right now, but it does make like a big pop. Sculpted like a trillion bazillion things now. It's prob ingrained. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, if you want to do something that's more accurate, you get reference, right? But this is just me having fun. Rimlight is OP. But you have to do it tastefully. You can't be like, I can't be going through here and being like, all right, rim light, rim light, rim light. You know, it just does not look good. Kind of have to think about how and where that that light is coming from and how it would actually hit. Yeah, I think I set up my hotkeys to make this big. Yeah, there we go. Bigger, smaller. There we go. Giving it like some translucency on the teeth. Ooh, it's a Hex Cats. What's up, girl? How you doing? Did you manage to escape astrology reels? Are you free? New moon. Wait, what? New moon? Shit's bad? Oh my god. You like see my Photoshop interface? It's garbage. It's just this. There's nothing special going on here. I use like very few different, like honestly, whatever. Yeah, it's popping it like crazy there. He's still the girth. There's the big white girth. Use a textured brush for this. I'll be painting out all of this stuff, by the way. I kind of like how this gives the edge just a bit of fuzziness, too. Not so overwhelmingly CG looking. Hey, Insidious Dubs! Welcome to the stream. I think try to bring back some of this darkness here. Like, on top of everything, I'll be doing a, another paint bit. I'm just creating, like, the value changes right now, because obviously, like, something like this needs a better transition. And there's, like, some, what are they called? Aliasing. There's some aliasing going on with all the other stuff. Okay. No, that's not gonna make any difference. I'm just gonna paint it. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Do I have the... Yeah, I do have that tool set up. Hell yeah, I'm just gonna use this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. That'll be easier. Yes, sir. I really like getting rid of like the mid gray tones that show up from like just a raw render. Like on the edge of these teeth, like come on, just give me them white, the pearly whites. Create more of like a SSS effect, I think, here too. Apparently struggling so much to have an ad catalog in France that you have ad breaks for Twitch Turbo only? Are you serious? Jesus. And yet they're just gonna keep like spamming it too. Eh. Like I think Lopar was saying at one point, like you should be worried about the site if that's happening. I'm like, yeah. Hope that they don't get screwed because of that. That would make me really sad. Just as soon as like we start getting back into streaming, and Twitch is like, oh man, no revenue, sorry, can't continue. Shutting down. Hopefully not. Yeah, maybe I should just use my hard round here. Yeah. Yeah, this I'm just gonna make like a paint layer at the end and like sharpen everything here. The other YouTube thing, so it's been years. Didn't know about the other YouTube thing? What about the other YouTube thing? What happened? Do you mean like when I'm streaming on Maxon? Damn, look at that. It just like pops it. Bring! Bring! Gotta take the time to do it though. How goes? Where's Steve at? Wait, what? What do you mean, where's Steve? What are you talking about? Pixlogic? Yeah. Yeah, Pixlogic is now Maxon. Where's Steve? Do you mean Steven Universe? Stinky Steve? Oh, you mean, oh, yeah, I don't know which head was Stinky. I don't think it was Steve. I don't think his name was Steve. I think it was something else. I think it was like Dennis or I don't know. Lopar would know. Lopar is the one who said that he was stinky, so ask him. I don't think any of them are stinky. They smell like flowers, but not the stinky kind of flowers, because there are stinky flowers, but not stinky flowers. They smell like lavender. They haven't renamed the Twitch channel. Yeah, so therefore it's, yes. Yes. I still catch myself as well. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Maxon now. No, no, no. It's not Pixelogic. No, no, no. Deal just gone through when you did your stream with them. They gave me a box of Pixelogic stuff that they couldn't sell. Oh my god, amazing. Dude, you know, it's I remember when I first started streaming with them, they sent me so much like Pixo merch. I thought that was actually super cool. That was such a different time. Yeah, I think I still have like the cup is over there somewhere. I don't know. Like a bunch of lanyards and like a few old Summit t-shirts and stuff, which I used to paint in, so they all have paint on them, but you know. Still cool. So freaked out on that stream. Wait, what? When I had, oh, what? Like when I had all of my stuff, like way back? I don't think you were there, like at the very, that was like 8-9 years ago. That was a long time ago. 8 years ago, I think. Oh my god. You must be talking about something completely different, though. Just missing what you're saying, as usual. So I keep looking up at my monitor because my viewport is over there to color and contrast check. Because I like working on the Cintiq, but in terms of contrast, it's not the greatest. Oh, when you did your stream. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Fair enough. You only did the semi-scripted presentations at Disney? Oh man, but there's nothing to be scared about. People just hop in, right? They hop in. I think you probably did good, right? Totally fine. We'll just hop in and out. Hey, is how you pronounce your name Dr. Nontus? Or Dragon Nontus? Or... Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome. Up there. This. Thanks, Andre. I just love dragons in general. Get rid of this on the... Later, your coworkers at Disney had you live in 4 conference... What? 4 conference rooms, so even after you retired, you could stop all productivity? Your coworkers made... Wait, had you live? Oh, had you live? I thought you meant live. I read live. Bro, I was like, are you okay? Are they you forced to be... You're forced to be at work? I was so concerned. I was like, dude, they had you sleeping in the conference rooms? But no, I see what you're saying. You had good friends there. It's awesome. Disney. Well, I think Leonard was well taken care of. Leonard, I think, had a really good time at Disney. I think I'm not having any of that there. Just letting it be perps. Hey Kiros, welcome! Chained to your computer station. That sounds like they have you living in the conference rooms? That doesn't sound right. Sounds kinda... How's it going, dude? How's it going, Kairos? How are you? How's your Wednesday? I'm out here finagling. Bringing through the some of the darks again. I'll probably end up just blasting it at the end anyways, but for now I think it's good to bring through. Damn, we listened to some wublubs. Yeah, I'm doing good, dude. I am having a good time just noodling away. Playing with contrast. This one in the corner, this one I need to fuck with here. You can see what I'm doing. He needs a little bit more pizzazz. I'll bring in some of the reds, I think, that I had going over here. Do we have any, like, lights? Yeah, get rid of that. No light there. Yeah. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly save this. What it's like in the real business world? What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Do you mean like not as an artist? Because you were at lots of different companies, dude. You were around. Twitch is like spam. My streamiversary is coming up in 2 days. Oh my gosh, my streamiversary, guys. My streamiversary. What does that even mean? What? HYDRA, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome. Let's see if we can get a sort of like. I want to push this green. It's a soft light, I'm pretty sure. Wow, blasting your eyeballs. That's too much. Soft light. Yes. Twitch birthday! Oh my gosh, it's gonna be my Twitch birthday. Okay, today is my Twitch birthday then, whatever. Oh, thank you so much, Kairos. I appreciate it. Glad you like it. Glad you like the stuffs. My noodling. Let's see, where do I want to like start implement? That's not here. Maybe a little bit through back. I do like that, but do I like it though? That's the real question. I like it, but do I like it? When I ask these questions, I mean it in the sense of like, do I like it more? And it's probably a no. But what I do think I like about it is the contrast from the front guy here to the back. I really enjoy that contrast bump. So get this guy in here. These are renders that I have done from my other overlay. Is not hard light. Yeah, probably just I'm gonna go with like a color on this one because normal is just a little too washed out, I think. Do you guys have Prime Gaming subs? Stop. Happy Twitch birthday. Hell yeah, dude. From way back in the day to now. I actually... So does that mean... Fuck, when did we start? How many years ago? So many years ago. It's 2025, like, I think we started in 2017? Is that right? Or 2016, I think is the first time I streamed. Might have been. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. Here, I will come up close to him. Thank you, Leonard. Man, I need to go to the bathroom. Also, can't just leave right now. I gotta do this. Oh, I should put the highlight back here. But yeah, that helps a lot, I think. Just balance it overall. What I need to do is create a hue saturation. I'm gonna clamp this. And then I'm going to disable this mask just so I can see where we're at. I'm gonna turn that into more, just a little bit more of like a pinky hue. A little cooler. There we go. Now it's matching the two sides. Boom. Wait, so you can see. Matches two sides. Balance. We have to hit it up here. He needs some hits. Gotta hit him up here. Plan on doing anything for the orb at the center? This is a exploding planet, actually. Yeah, this is gonna be like a whole explosion, and I'm gonna be doing like some background clouds and stuff like that. I'm leaving that sort of to the end because after I'm done kind of figuring out what the base look of the entire dragon is gonna be, then I'm gonna end up increasing the resolution. Like, I'm gonna pull the crop up and I'll play around with it a little bit more. I want this to be more blue down here. I think the red needs to come from below. Maybe this is just too much. Maybe that's what it is. Have to compete with okay, get rid of that. More blue. I think this needs to come down more blue as well. Twitch tracker, my first stream here was on November 22nd, 2016. Thank you for 1K. Let's make some creatures. Wait, so then it must have been before that then. Thanks for 1K. That means I was streaming before that. God damn. But that's pretty cool. I didn't know Twitch tracker was a thing. Thanks, Flop. Thought it was some sort of casting of a spell. Yeah, it is. It's basically like it's summoning. Like the idea was summoning, right? And so it's kind of summoning the destruction of like a spell meteor thing coming down, and which is destroying a planet. It's summoning that, and that's gonna be like a whole explosion up here, which is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to paint. Yeah, it'll be neat. It'll be fun. Okay, so if I really quickly right now throw over a photo filter, which can give it more of a night harmonious look. Nighttime harmonious. That will like desaturate everything. I kind of am more. I think maybe we'll just like do both of them, right? That's like a desaturation, but then this is like straight nighttime. To do that and then bring back the blue through everything. I'm gonna put all of these in a folder though, and give that a clipping mask so that when I start doing the bottom, it's not a nightmare. Like the background. Popped out Photoshop panels aren't showing on stream? Oh, is it not? Oh wow, interesting. Hold on, maybe this will probably be fine then. Like if yeah, there we go. Word. Here, let me. Okay, let me try this one more time. Photoshop. Wow. No, no. If I do this, no, does not. That's so weird. All right. How is she changing the image just by clicking the brushes? Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, it has to be this, so I have to do like my whole screen capture. Everything is considered a separate window for OBS, so it requires you to share the screen. Yeah, alright. Sharing screen then. Yeah, so now it'll pop up. This is what I was doing. Sorry about that. You don't think so? I think we're good. I think we're good right now. I think I can, I think we're fine. Hope we're not leaking anything. That would be bad. That would be bad. No, I think we're fine. Like, there's nothing going on right now. Thanks for the concern, though, because that would suck. All right, let's do. Did I do a totally? It'd be interesting to kind of throw that on top of everything. A lot of presentations for your work and you hate when you have to share your screen. You have several projects that you manage, so you're always stressed about opening the wrong window or showing the wrong screen. Yeah, it's I was kind of like that when I was teaching as well with CGMA. I was like, oh my god, I'm also working on NDA stuff at the same time, so I had to actually, I had separate browser situations as well, so I would actually have an entire different profile on Google Chrome. But yeah, even still, I was like... I just had to like really think about it. Dude, the new Photoshop gradient tool kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what is a blend mode again? Oh, I need like, okay, I'll just do it, whatever. I'll just do it like this. fucking Photoshop. Why can't I just like drag anger? Anger. Hey 3D, what's good? How's it going? Wait, did I just get rid of that? No, put it back. You dum-dum. I'm talking about myself, not you guys. Me. I'm dum-dum. I am dum-dum. What the? Get out of here. Oh my god. Get. There we go. Nice. Did the same thing. You even went and had created a virtual machine just because one of your clients wanted to use a VPN and you didn't want to have all your traffic doing it. It's so annoying. Guys, I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. I'm gonna be back in like just a few minutes. I'm gonna just, yeah, I'll do the stupid ad break right now. It's gonna be like 3 minutes and then I will be back and we'll keep going. Okay. Eat. Here, wait, let me put that into the area we can see. Yes. All right. I'll be back in just 3 minutes, okay? Burb, get up, stretched, all the things. Hey, who wants Monty time? Who wants Monty time? Who wants the Monty? Who wants Monty time? Yay! We have the boyo. We do, we have the boyo. It's Mr. Monters. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, 3D. I appreciate it. Honestly, he could probably stay like this. I could probably work like this. I could probably... Let's see. We're gonna work. We're gonna... What am I doing? Oh my goodness. No. Oh, you don't want that. He doesn't want that. It is the time. It is the hour of the boy. It is the hour of the boy. Oh. Look at the Scooby-Doos. Look at the Scooby-Doos. This is a boy. It is. It's prime time. Look at these little feces. Look at this. Look. You have no idea that I'm showing off your little bouncy chicken legs to a bunch of people right now. You have no clue. He has no clue. His little bouncy chicken legs. This is my son. This is my son. You are my son. My child. He is so, like, he's just a sack. He just lets me do, like, literally, like, whatever. He is such a sack. He's so trusting and chill when it comes to me. Ooh, chunky drumstick leg. Anybody who has a corgi, if you're not doing that with the drumsticks, you're missing out, man. Missing out. You gotta grab the drumstick. You going to ground? You want a treaty? Bud? Show them some tricks? So, come over here. Yeah, you sit. Yeah. Go ahead. You're pretty. Not in front of you. You gotta get you in front of you, right? You gotta get you in front of you. You see how wonderful you are. That's wonderful. Okay. Now feel so pretty. Oh. He's got like a tiny tongue, so sometimes it gets stuck in his mouth, and he takes a little while to eat something. You just sit. You do that. Let me like, let me show you. Let me show you. This is like the best. Wait, hold on. What's up, dude? Ready? He's a very good boy. He almost wiped out. It's okay. You only need to see him. You don't need to hear me. I was just giving him commands like, okay, and stuff, so it's all good. No need to hear me, you know? We have lots of tricks, though. There's a few that, like, isn't room appropriate. It's more for, like, outside and stuff, but... And he does, like, egg hunts and stuff. I like teaching him tricks. He likes learning tricks. He's very responsive. He's a very good boy. He tries his best all the time. Sometimes he almost wipes out, you know, like you saw. He just a little wipe out. But he has a good time overall. Monty shot live. Yeah, the guns came out on this channel. He got a bang and he got destroyed, but then I resurrected him, so it was okay. You know, I played medic. It's funny, he actually knows that too. I didn't intentionally teach him resurrect as like a command, but he just learned it. After he plays dead, if I say resurrect, it means jump up. I'm alive. I'm alive. Now I'm dead. Now I'm alive again. Now I'm dead again. Now I'm alive again. He's a good boy. The command initially started as like a bazooka. Like it wasn't just like bang. It was just like quite literally I would like got a bazooka and I would go and he would go ugh. When he was younger. He's getting a little older now, so it's not as like explosive. But yeah, it was good. What was I gonna do here? I want to try a couple things. Put this into the group. I'm looking to see if it'll do anything for the... See, that might be interesting. On the low end? No. I don't need that. Or Monty being exploded, yeah. He loved it. He loved being exploded. Being exploded was one of his favorite things. Man. Yeah. His own Instagram account with dog food partnership? No. I had an Instagram, like I had started an Instagram account for him when he was younger, and I just like, oh my god, keeping up with that is just... I don't take a lot of, like, when I take photos, I don't post them on, like, I'm just not that kind of person. And so, like, actually trying to remember all the time to post pictures of him was was something. Like, my whole photo roll is literally just Monty. But actually remembering to do it is another thing entirely. Well done? Yeah, good boy. You did it. You got your treatsies. Put that under here. And this one, I guess, no, it has to be up like that. Where's the, what's this one? Okay, so this one thing that I rendered out, unfortunately, I didn't do it with the PNG, so I just kind of have to come through and make sure that it doesn't, like when, like after I hit it on the edges here to just clean up. Really, this is like mostly just for like the teeth and this side right here. Just make sure that I don't have any of that on the outside. There we go. Good, good, good. It'll be the same thing here. It just looks a lot better. It's just like a translucent material that I made inside of ZBrush. Use sometimes to kind of push these areas, but then I have to clean up around the side because I didn't make it a PNG like a dum-dum. Helps a lot. Hey Bobbles! What's good, dude? How are you? How goes? Loving the Photoshop. Loving it. Loving it. I'm trying to get into it. It kind of started off really slow. I'm just trying to like get into the vibe because I haven't done like a little bit of like illustration like this for a little while now since the last Hellfire Sculpting Club piece. I've been mostly like in Sculpt and Retop land, so just trying to like get back into the flow as well. of painting too. I think we're getting there. I think the translucency really helps. Like, I just gotta get rid of the. But yeah, that's like one thing that I like to do is set up like a translucent material, render it as a pass, and then just control how it's going to affect the illustration afterwards, rather than go through and like create like an entire translucency mask and everything in the actual render. Of course, if you're doing like actual asset work, then you can't do that, but... Oh, you know what I could do? Oh my gosh, I'm silly. Okay, I'm gonna select pixels. There we go. Control Shift. Oh my gosh, yay. Wait, no. Boom, 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 boom. We're just gonna fast forward that. Yay. Alright, that's easier. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then if you don't want to actually see the, let's see here. If you don't want to see the selection, you can go to View, Show, and then Selection Edges. So it's still selected, but then you can actually just work with like a not a real mask on. Was I able to work on anything for this monthly theme for Hellfire Sculpting Club? Yeah, that's the Hell's Bells thing, the big guy with all the arms and stuff that I was doing. That's what that is. Members of the club are doing a quarterly theme. Yeah, basically. Yeah, Flop, you're on top of it, dude. You know. You get it. There's monthly themes, though, for the Hellfire Sculpting Club, too. The, I need to stop saying, sorry, I just... It's for the public part of the Discord. The lion doesn't concern herself with the little the little fireflies from rendering. The lion doesn't concern herself. The lioness. My bad. I'm gonna be accurate here. The public monthly theme for this month, life's been so Life's been lifing. Yeah, I get you. I get you. What's the monthly theme this month? Let me just go check the Discord. Ba-da-dum, 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 beat. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, beat. I hope that the music isn't like bad or anything. I found another playlist to play from Outer Tone. It's the monthly topic. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, what does that mean? 12 mystical nights between Christmas and Epiphany are said to be a time when the veil between worlds grows thin and strange beings roam the winter darkness. Folklore speaks of wild spirits, animal-headed gods, and ghostly processions led by the Wild Hunt, with Wotan Oten or Frauhol, Mother Hulda, at their head. During these nights, house spirits, ancestral souls, and forest beings awaken, wandering through the snow-laden landscapes. Wolves, ravens, owls, and spectral dogs are common motifs, symbolizing guidance, transformation, and the mystery of the in-between. You can reimagine these ancient winter spirits from benevolent protectors to eerie wanderers, capturing the magical, dreamlike, and unsettling atmosphere of the... I don't know how to say that. Hey, Schmokart, welcome. Thanks for the follow. How do you pronounce that? Ronak? Ronak? Something like that? Hey, Marble. Thank you so much. That's the monthly theme in the Hellfire Sculpting Club. Yeah, I've never heard of that either. Like, would that technically be how Krampus, like where Krampus situates himself? Is Krampus situated in that? I guess different, that's a different culture. I don't know. Let me know. If you don't, let me know. Yeah, it feels way better to use the translucent material. Yes.
Reality is not a photograph. It is more like music. A flowing, vibrating field of energy and patterns that we translate into sights, sounds, textures, and thoughts.
The Krampus's appearance resembles the devil or mystical animal figures, such as found in the Alpine region. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I can't read. I just skipped. You notice I just skipped the name? Because I don't know how to say that. But that's cool. So, like, Krampus is like the big daddy, and the lesser evils. The lesser evils roam around otherwise. Hold on, I'm gonna try. Yeah. Here. Good. Nope. Good effort.
And here's the strange part. It is something you are.
Yeah. Might be. That might be. If I have to try actually reading those names, maybe I will have a legitimate stroke. It's gonna require too much brain power. I don't have the resources. The mental resources.
Patterns that we translate into sights, sounds, textures, and thoughts. And here's the strange part. The deeper physics goes, the more it reveals that what we call solid or real is mostly space, mostly emptiness. So what are you then? A skin-encapsulated ego? Or an unfolding process of the universe itself? You see, reality is not something you look at, it is something you are. And here's the strange part. You are energy and patterns.
Yeah, I guess I could like throw down in these areas. Like it as a okay, I'm gonna change the opacity here. That'll help me out.
Reality is not something you look at, it is something you are.
Oh, that's the rim light. That's why it's like fucking psyching me out. Let me get rid of that. It's on the wrong layer! Some friends in Switzerland, and the country is split between 4 languages, and a lot of people have to learn German at school. I only learned Spanish and as a second foreign language, so they always mock me whenever I try to pronounce anything in German. Dude, the fact that you know multiple languages is already huge. Never gonna understand people who make fun of people for trying to pronounce things when they already know multiple languages. I know a lot of people ask me, like, with these things, how come it looks like a painting? Because I'm literally painting on, like, the material masks. And then I'll paint over top of it. So it ends up being like a painting. It's 3D base. And turns into a painting. Like here, let's look at the difference. We've got that. And then if I turn all of these guys off, I have to keep that on though. There we go. So that to, where did we get to so far? Here. It's a decent, we're getting there. Right? Yeah, it's definitely location based. I feel like like where I grew up in Canada, like it was not like we did learn French, but it wasn't like forced to, like it's not like we had to be like super fluent bilingual with everything, right? So it's I kind of wish that it was more like more of a forced thing when I was younger. I kind of almost wish that I went to like a what are they called? Like the integrated schools, like the ones where you're kind of like forced to speak two languages. Because it's pretty hard for me now. Like I know some French, but I'm not like fluent enough to keep up with like good conversation, you know? I can read it more or less, but I can't like. You can see how when I'm talking, I already have like a processing delay almost. It's like I can't get, it's almost like my words are going too fast in my head. My thoughts are going too fast in my head to get them out of my mouth. It's actually kind of a struggle. So it's even more of a struggle when I'm trying to like do that with French, which isn't my first language. If that makes any sense. It's not an excuse. Like I kind of need to get better at it, but it is a thing. And I just wish that like it was more like forced on me when I was younger. Most of the work was done during the render, but it's indeed a huge difference between the initial version and what you have. Yeah, like, and this is only like the very beginning too. The render really isn't doing, like, it's sort of a base, right? Like, that's why I don't do like a whole bunch in terms of texture stuff. But wait, let's see. Like from that to here, like you're getting entire, almost like lighting changes in a way that I would work with it in with paint as well, right? So I'm thinking of this almost like the same way that I would if I were painting it. Hey Vinny, how's it going? You have so many languages. English is your third language. That's crazy. That's so cool though. I feel like that's good for your brain. That's gotta be really good for your brain. Hi, Vinny. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the softness of just like brushing this on. like the white parts here, because it kind of gives a little bit of like a bloom. I mean, I'll definitely be painting on the bloom again after, because that's what I do. I love me some bloomage. Thanks, Flex. How are you doing? You have the same delay from brain to mouth. You can't keep your mic's feedback on in the headset. I hear myself and lose the trail. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's super common, though. I feel like that is so common. If I hear myself talking, it's over, dude. It is done. We are done. Nothing's coming. Nothing of value. Not that anything of value even came out of my mouth to begin with, but like we're cooked. We're cooked. You guys, if anybody in a meeting has like feedback, they're like listening on speaker or something, and I can hear myself, or in a call, we're cooked. It's done. You're not hearing any of my original thoughts because it's just throwing me off. A lot of the time too, somebody will be talking to me, I'll be talking to somebody else, and I'll be on a point and I'll be like, yes, I can get this out, it'll be fine. But the second like I'll see something like in the corner of my eye, or I'll just like think about something, I don't even know what it is, I'll just think of something else, it's intrusive, it just gets in the way, and then I'm like, what was I saying? Oh my god, the amount of times that I'm like, what was I talking about? And it pisses me off. I've been like this for the longest time, and it pisses me off, I think since forever. Like the fact that I just like lose my train of thought constantly. The only time I find that I'm able to just get everything out seamlessly without having to pause and like grab the thought train back, like grasp it back, is if I'm like focused on like one single thing. Like I can't be looking at anyone. I can't look. If I'm looking at somebody, I'll get distracted. I have to like look at the ground, and I have to just like focus. Or if I'm looking at somebody emotionally, I have to be super, super angry. Like if I'm like tilted or like annoyed or just like extra of some kind of an emotion, I'm able to just like barrel through. The train is going and I can get my point across. Otherwise, cooked. I'm gonna forget what it is that I want to say unless it's in like a 5-second period of coming out of my mouth. The brain can anticipate to our movements. Does that mean like what basically like what we're doing, and then it'll like if we start doing something, it'll change how we're thinking? Is that what you're saying? Like I'm not sure what that means. Dude, it's pain. Because a lot of the time I end up feeling like really dumb too, because I'll try to be making a point about something. I'll try to make a point about something, and if I'm not 100% focused on my own like thought process, if something pops up into my head, it's gone, and then I haven't made the point that I wanted to make, and I'm like, it made sense in my head. I was able to talk about it when I wasn't talking to this other person. No problem repeating it though, because I'm thinking of something else. It's cooked. This is cheeks. Yeah, the swiftness of word delivery. You just kind of have to go like cocaine, like a bunch of people on cocaine. Just gotta get it out. Hear me. Oh my god. Even on stream, I'm like, somebody will come in. Dude, this is the worst. Somebody will come in with something asking about like AI. This is the part that bothers me the most about talking about AI on stream, is not that I shy away from the topic or anything like that, but rather I find some days I'm just incapable of getting words out well enough to come across as if I know what I'm talking about. So like somebody will ask something, I'm like, I can definitely talk about this, but I'm also thinking of 70,000 different things right now, and I can't quite put my finger on what they are. Oh, hey Wilms, how's it going? So it's like way easier for me to like literally type something out and create like like an essay or like a quick like written thing to get my points out and then speak. Like that's a whole other thing. Like that's a whole other what here we go again. Nope, switch topics. There we go. That's a whole other skill set to actually just get something out of the mouth, verbalize it. Skill set, you know, just you're like that with the metric system. Metric system is so simple. The imperial system makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense to me. Like sometimes though, like because we're in Canada, sometimes we switch between the two. Like sometimes I'll say like for height, for example, if you're referring to somebody's height, it's always in feet and inches. But if you're, well, not always, but most of the time it's feet and inches. And then same with like pounds, right? We don't say kilograms, we say like how many pounds are you? How many pounds does that weigh? But then we'll go to the grams when we're weighing food and kilograms when we're weighing food, but not with people. People are like pounds. Like it's very Canada is the worst country you've ever heard about when it comes to units. It's just, it's psychotic. But like what has really bothered me up until recently, when I first started running, I don't run anymore, but when I was running, trying to calculate kilometers versus miles and always making that conversion because of like things like having a Fitbit and whatever and not having it calibrated to kilometers but then having it to calibrated to miles, and I'm like, how much did I actually run? Very confusing. Accurate based on what you heard of Canadian friends. How to measure things like a Canadian? Wait. What are... Yo, I'm glowing! I'm glowing. We're entering the Matrix. What are you measuring? Speed, distance, temperature, mass. This is so real! This is true! This is true! Yes! Speed. Okay, what are you measuring? Speed? Metric. We like kilometers, yes. Distance? Is it your height? Yes, imperial. No. Is it a long distance? Yes. Is it a place you're going? Yes. Time. Is it a place you're going? No. Metric? This is so real. This is so real. And somehow, dudes, yes, the cooking aspect is the worst part about it, because you end up looking online for recipes. And it's so confusing a lot of the time, because sometimes you're gonna be handled like, you know, things are actually going to be in the units that you're looking for. What is the norm? The norm, it's supposed to be the metric system, but because we're so close to the United States, it's like messed up with like the imperial system as well. So it's just like a grab bag. Honestly, it's a grab bag up here. Whatever you want goes. It's vibes based. Hey Gear, how are you? Welcome. But it's kind of the same as like when a Canadian is like saying yes to something. I'm sure some of you might even get confused if I go like, yeah, no, yeah. But that actually means something up here. Or no, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Like these different like situations of saying no and yeah in different orders means yes, no, sure. Sometimes it means like, no, that's crazy. Stupid. Yeah, it changes with the weather and the feelings, whatever you want. Whatever goes. Do I want to bring in... I'm wondering if I want to bring in... Hold on, I'm going to bring in some like of this silver stuff, and I think I might... Oh! Why didn't that hook up properly? It's because I'm not... Hold on, let me hook it up properly. One sec. Huh? Why aren't we placing properly? Photoshop, I swear to God! Is that placed? Yeah, that's placed. You already saw a mix of units, not a conversion for the same ingredient. That would be nice. It was cups, spoons, and kilograms for... Exactly! It's that. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. That's literally... That's Canada. That's Canada. Oh, Canada. Luminosity versus normal. It's kind of the same thing. Where? Maybe like lighten. Are you burying your food, dude? I'm just gonna try something here. Create like some pattern stuff with this. Put a smoothing on that. Cold as fuck? It was like -3 today. When I say -3, by the way, we are calculating this. We're talking about Celsius. We're not doing Fahrenheit. I don't understand Fahrenheit. we're doing Celsius actually. God. Okay, we could do. That could be cool. Maybe. You can't really like see it. Okay, no. Where is my brush that I use a lot of the time for... Is it the Eek? For damage? There. We could try some stuff. No. I think the hell not. Doesn't work. -3 is cold. I mean, it's okay. It gets to like -30 here, so 14C right now, 6 a.m. Yeah, but aren't you? Didn't you say you're in like? You say you're in like Pakistan, right? Or are you still there? I don't know. Oh my god, of course. Of course it's like warm over there. What the hell? I don't think I want to do that. Maybe I'm just trying to figure out like what kind of patterning I want to do. I don't want to do that. Maybe like a deep blue. Could try. Like I said before, there's going to be a lot of experimenting on my end because I want to see what I want to do here. That's kind of crazy looking. Not what I want to go for, but kind of crazy looking. Ooh, flashbang. Gives me like Blue Eyes White Dragon vibes. We'll just keep it like that. Let me see. That would require a lot of painting. I don't know if it's even like worth it. Do a couple and see. I mean, it is kind of cool, but I don't know if that's like where I want to be doing it. Yeah, it's so I sculpted it, rendered it out in a bunch of passes, and now we're painting on top of it. Does end up looking like a drawing though, doesn't it? The magic of illustration. Does that even like looks cool? Hi comments. What's up? Trying to determine if I want to go through with like a pattern, like a blue sort of like patterning thing here, and I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. Worst case scenario, I could always do let's do a clipping mask. So I could always like change the color a bit too if I really wanted to. Let's go back to 0. Like desaturate it even. I think that might be good if I desaturate just a wee. Just a wee. Because it kind of creates like an interesting like depth, I find. No, I don't like the orange. The red, though. it kind of takes away if you start squinting. I think the blue is pretty good. We'll just keep it there. A little bit more saturated, I think. Just a wee bit. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep it like that. I don't know. HYDRA, appreciate ya. You played around with Blender, but sculpting was so alien, couldn't really understand where to even start. Well, okay, yeah, Blender... Blender's got everything in it, right? So that can be really overwhelming at first. ZBrush is overwhelming because their UI isn't like anything else, but it's just like specifically a sculpting program. I know you're, yeah, it's fine. You can be a fanboy, I don't care. I'm on my own channel right now, I don't have to be like, yeah, but... ZBrush. You can like whatever you like. Whatever works for you. Okay. No. No, I would just use this, I guess, for the interior stuff. Even still, like, what if I change this to, like, a multiply and lighten that just a tad? Might be better. Food and tea. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thanks, Eric. I will come and investigate in a second. Like, I kind of like, I think I like it. I think I need to, like, be consistent, though, with the, shape. Play the dispatch game and you made you want to go to art stuff. That's, see, I love hearing that. That's so cool. Eric recently, my partner who just came into the chat, he recently played dispatch. He keeps telling me, like, you gotta play it, you gotta play it, you gotta play it. I'm like almost tempted to make like a stream of it. Just play it on stream. Thanks for the follow, 100. Yeah, it does. It seems like it's very much worth playing. Eric would agree. Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. I gotta go get my tea and observe the food. Just trying to like think if I want to go with this like kind of patterning right now. I think if I make it like super subtle, it'll probably be a little bit better. Not like that intense blue, but just a bit like that. That's pretty tasteful, I think. And it gives like a variation. I think that's pretty cool. And then I can just do that with all of the bits. Oh, I already saved. Okay. I will be right backy. I'm gonna go and grab the foods, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna do... The ads are gonna play automatically anyways, so I'm just gonna hit it really, really quick, and I'll be right back. Okay? Burb. Alright. Alrighty. We'll go for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna have to bounce. Oh my, Mister is angry out there. Alright, see you, Leonard. I didn't even realize that you were dipping, but appreciate you hanging around. I'm also gonna have to dip in a little bit. I just feel bad that I like went AFK to like grab the food. I'm like, I can't eat that on stream. I can't eat that on stream. It's too much. It's just like a massive sandwich. It looks so good. I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy it, but there's no chance I can like work and like eat that on stream. There's no chance. Nobody wants to like sit and watch me eat something. I can watch, like be a mukbang channel. You just ate and you're hungry again? What'd you have? You're already hungry again. You gotta put in some more of those, some more fiber or something. Find like if anytime I eat white rice, I get hungry so fast again afterwards. Artistic mukbang. No, because nobody wants to watch me shoving like a giant, like I'll barely even be able to like put my mouth over it. It's a big burger, not a burger, but like a big sandwich. Like nobody wants to watch that. And if you do, little odd. Damn mukbang channel. Andrea, how's it going? I don't for sure. Miss Symphonia is not very yeah, nobody really, I don't like it either, so I'm not doing that. I'm just going for just a little bit more. I'll be ending. Then again, it's like every time I do eat with this mic, it's not like it picks up any of my mouth noises, but I still hate it. I still hate the idea of like eating in front of people. Like I was trying to eat that pizza the other stream and that was not happening. I just kind of ended up leaving most of it. Those are really hard to eat and like work on art at the same time. So your hands get all like bleh. Where do you sell prints? I don't start. I don't have any prints to sell right now. Why do you want prints? We're gonna set up some prints, some art prints. Finishing up some work for the evening. All is going well. All is going well. Cool marmoset. Tool bag. Emote. Someone not eating is watching you eat. Yeah, it's like, it's weird. It must be like some like primal, like, oh no, I gotta guard my food or something. I don't know. You know how like dogs, when they take something and then they run away, hide and eat it when they're hiding? Maybe it's kind of like the same thing. No, don't watch me eat. It's mine. The random people on the internet, the strangers, they're going to take my food through the screen. I'm not 100% sure if I'm like sold on that idea right here. Probably play around with it, add some texture or something, but it's in the realm. I think I'll have to add some variation down along these. Ash, wrong channel. You like the darker one? What? What? Angela's? What? What do you mean? Wrong channel? What? What? Maxon? I'm streaming this on Maxon? Oh my god. Krampus would be a good Christmas print. Dude, that one, do you guys know what he's talking about? Here, let me show you Krampus. I did this a while ago. Why am I not on the Pixo channel? Because we don't have a Pixo stream today. Here's my Krampus that I did. Sack.
Making a dubstep track. Let's start with the drums.
Yes.
Drop a kick and a snare in. Now add some cymbals.
Big stack.
Even more cymbals.
I wrote a little story for him too.
So many cymbals.
Which is right here. Hell yeah.
Let's get a background noise. Maybe add a chant.
Look at him. Look at that. Oh yeah. Little baby. When she was so young.
Add a little build.
Anyways, yeah. That's what we did a while ago. When was this? When did I do that? That must have been like 4 years ago at this point. Something like that. Yeah, since 1815. For using likeness. Oh, please, dude. You wish. You wish.
Nah,
Need a wheelbarrow for that thing, man.
oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Monster Lumpers. It actually, like, I was surprised. Like, not a ton of people really, like, I think they're more repulsed by it. Which is fair. That's fair. I am aware what likeness he was talking about, and I was saying he wishes. He wishes. He wishes that he needed a wheelbarrow, like Krampus does. Wishes.
Let's add some vocal chops.
People don't know how hard we got it. Okay, dude. All right, I'm gonna jump off though here and go and eat, and I'll be finishing this probably off stream. And I'll catch you on probably the next one. Maybe we'll see tomorrow. Like if I'm not done this by tonight, and I'm still like I have a lot to do still tomorrow, then maybe I'll just jump on for a quick stream tomorrow and finish it up. Otherwise, yeah, I think next one's gonna be on Monday, probably. Sparing you guys from me eating on stream. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right. Okay, good night, everybody. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow, actually. Even if I'm not doing this, I'll probably still jump on and, like, sculpt or something. I don't know. You'll see me. My face will be broadcast. All right? Okay. Bye. Bye.